Woot. I've hit a motivation bug again. Here, I'll play for a couple hours and find something to watch. Now, I was in the middle of doing something crazy. I needed limestone and quartz, so I guess at this point I need to go find limestone, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any here. I think that's the close one, which means it's a candidate to run over to this quartz. Guess I'm gonna have to do... Oh, I already didn't put a telephone pole over that way. There is a cave. That's not gonna be fun. That's not gonna be fun at all. I do need to get stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go and... What's life without a few distractions? Must be hooked to a connection. The hell is the pole going? I thought I grabbed this. There we go. It's a Mercer sphere. I'll be back down in a second to get that. Here. Don't hit me. Yeah! Fuck. Are they shooting each other? Because that's hilarious. I got them fighting each other. Are they gonna kill each other? Because that'd be awesome. How do I need to get over there? This is gonna be... I feel like I haven't gotten those two. I feel like it's also very worth it. Oh yeah, we're flying. What are you doing up here, spider? Oh, I've been here before. I feel like it didn't have spiders the last time I was here, though. I've been here, obviously. That probably means I've been to that one over there, too. I'm down there. Seriously, there's no hard drives here? Cool. I'll go get this Mercer sphere then. Ooh. Get the Mercer sphere, and then I'm going to go over and find out what that is.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
There's something else. Shoot me in the middle. Whatever, I don't care. Oops. That was lame. I think I've already blown this up. Couldn't have done that if I tried. Check that floating rock. There's Sam there. Whatever it is, should be close. Yeah. I get it. I think it's actually down this hole, isn't it? I remember looking at it and saying, I'll get that later if I need it. Oh, God. Geronimo! There it is right there. I can see it. Let me get a good tight shot on you there and you finished. Puppy. Give me your needs. Oh, how much of this do I need? Could do... Is this impure? It's pure. I'm just going to put a Mark 1 on it for now. Protection. Yes. I think I already have the hole in place. So let's do... Let's put it up this side, because if I need to bring more quartz, just make it, if I need to get more, you know what, I should do this full flavored, I think, though. Who am I kidding? Do it that way. When in doubt, position correctly. Oh, now. I'm really starting to think I should bring the full 240 up, right? Deep vodka really feels, you know, tastes like rubbing alcohol. Who are you? There we go. Problem solved. Your meat. Where is your meat gone? Give me your meat. Where is your... Ooh, got your meat. And some twigs. So this will eventually make its way up. Have one there, one there. What? No, why would I do that? That's... There. Now the real question is, what do I do with the limestone? An assembler and quartz. And then that's going to feed into a foundry where I'm processing the alumina is what I should do next. Yes. I need to produce alumina. In order to do that, though, I need bauxite. And I feel like I got coal here somewhere. Right there. That's bauxite, and that's coal. So what do I need to do with these? I need to put the bauxite and some water into 0.6 of a refinery, and then feed the coal into the refinery. So I guess the coal will probably hop this belt and come around this way. So I can do this. What is he doing? Oh, he's putting himself to bed. Every now and then my little man makes me happy. That's not gonna work. And then bring it back down. Yeah, I can fit a belt in between there. Now I need to bring this to a refinery along with some water. So I feel like, you know what, the refinery should be right here. But I could bring the aluminum up this way. Why doesn't this work right? No, just bring it back. I feel like I've... This way. Gosh, this is so shitty. Look at this. Look at this fever dream. Anyway, I'm gonna have a couple of refineries here, and I'm gonna put some this slowly crawling limestone. I screwed all of this up. I should have been producing at least 5, 6, 10 of those. But I'm basically reproducing part of this process right here. How could I have passed these over each other more gracefully? I could have raised this up and then brought it out and down. Or I could have brought it down here and over. Same thing with this. I don't think I could fit 2 belts through here, though. Yeah, no way. So that was hosed one way or the other. So let's figure this out. The next thing I need is a refinery to take the bauxite and some water to produce silica and aluminum scrap. Oh, I need to tap this and bring it that way somehow. Pipe. Let's get the pipe down first. It's the smart thing to do. SMRT. Yeah, it's the smart. Then put splitter. So I feel like That has a valve on it. This needs 180. Well, I'm using the whole 120, but I guess what I need to do is overclock this a little bit. That was the original plan. And how much do I need? 72. So if I can increase it by 90. That gets me, oops, 60. And that gets me 90. So I'm good with that. So if that gets me an extra 90, then the flow rate, I think I did this right. It's not going anywhere because I'm not syncing it. What are you thinking about? So I'll put the first refinery a little ahead so I can bring the coal around the back. So I'll put the first refinery here. It may not be. And then the output of that. So I think what I need to do is put these back to back. Because the water's going to go in there, and then this water's also going to add to it. Onto the vertical is pretty good. Oh, so my math is right. This is the midpoint. If I go back to, this should be a perfect turn. This should not be good enough, or should not be steep enough to prevent me. I don't think. Oh, it's nice. And then I need to put a valve. And then I can get rid of that and that little nub. Perfect. So then bauxite goes into the one that I plugged the water into, and coal goes into the back, and the alumina solution. Okay, right. What I need to do here. And then the coal has to go in this one. Yeah. I'm going to bring this. This is supposed to be alumina solution and coal, but at 0.6? No, 0.3. I need this at 30%. Because it needs to produce 36 water and 15 silica? No, it needs to be 30. Wait, what? There we go. So I need 36 that. This is 30, so 108. So then 72, 36 coal. Yes. And 72 alumina solution. Perfect. This one's supposed to be alumina solution, but this one's at 60%, right? So that's producing 72 and 30 silica. And the silica is an input to a foundry and the output of the scrap. So I need to take this and the output of that and plug it into a foundry. Silica and aluminum scrap? I don't know why there's an asterisk on this. So I have the water connected back to that, even though I have surplus water. I'm going to need a foundry here, I think. And I'm going to have to produce 0.3 miner through limestone and an assembler. Stop recipe. Okay, so I'm going to need to bring the silica together. So silica's coming out of this. I should be producing silica, more silica here with the quartz and the limestone. Quartz and the limestone. So I need an assembler. But I can merge them another way. Why does it not show the... Oh, there's the box. Yeah, that's what I want. Stay on your pad here. So let's get rid of that. And we're going to have to tap the quartz. I think I'm going to want the higher up one to go in the back. For this one, I'll want the splitter. Splitter. Well, I could have done that. And cute. Forgot about something. I need the quartz to go to a constructor to make quartz crystals as well. So this needs to be split into a constructor. This to the right has to be any, and this has to be overflow. This I'm not going to overthink. That goes in there. That. Just did this part. Now I'm going to change my mind. The center output will be any. And left output will be any. I'll say any, and this is overflow. That took a while. So it must queue stuff up in there. Cheap silica, quartz and limestone. And this needs to be 1.15. These numbers suck so bad. So that's got to go into the foundry. After it's been added to this. And then this needs to be 120 constructor quartz. Need to put a merger further because I want this to come over here somewhere. This is a merger. What's this producing? 50 silica, so that's fine. This is producing 60.375. That doesn't sound right. $30. This says 60. So I'm just going to say 60. It's a really weird number. So that's 60, that's 50 something. This needs to be. If I want to put the foundry, what am I doing? I'm putting the. So I got that down. I got that done. Do that. I do that. This, I got that. Narrowing in on it. This shitty recipe. So I need a 120 foundry that takes the silica and aluminum scrap. So the aluminum scrap is actually coming out of here. What is this producing? 108 alumina scrap. So let's put the foundry here. No. I want it to be here. And I'll bring the... This is stupid. What am I doing? How big is the foundry? Oh, it's... Yeah, so I'm going to leave some space here. Yeah. This is not... This is going to make aluminum ingots from silica and aluminum scrap. I'm going to be doing it at 120. This is a Mark II, right? And that is connected. So that's going to go in there, and then I need to bring this around the corner. Now, I'm producing that. That needs to go into a constructor to make casing. So I think I need to put the cables, iron plates, and quartz crystals. What is this making? Computers? Yes. That's that. That's an input to the final product. So I guess the crystal oscillators is the next thing I'm going to make. But I'm going to find a position for this first. I guess I can just stick the constructor on the end of this. How many do I need? One? Excellent. Right on in, big... Right on in, old buddy. That's 72. Which means... I need to make aluminum casings. Oops. 80%. Making 48 of those. So let's make the crystal oscillators by bringing cables, plates, and crystals together. It's not. These are cables. So I'll need to split those. Probably pull it out of there. I could move that over slightly, and I think I might. And then we're going to go with the foundry. So that's how it would have gone. Reposition this. This was aluminum ingot at 80%. At least I think it was. Aluminum scrap silica, right? Scrap and silica. No, that should be at 72. And that constructor should be at aluminum casings. Okay. So now this can safely come through here. What are you? So that's 45. So to the left will be any. This will be overflow, and that'll be none. Now I have the cables. Reinforced iron plates, which is what I think this is. I mean, if I brought that around that way, I'm not getting a fabricator in the middle of this. That's a fact. I'm going to double it up on this. So then what are you producing? 3 point... It's a joke, really. A bit of clipping. That's the cables and plates. And this is the quartz crystals. So the fabricator can go right here. Right here. It's a monster. Let's see, no. Oh. What are you making? Oh, this is the cake. I don't want that there. Okay, okay. You get it. Okay, things that I want to do. I want the output from there to go past, which I think I can do. Do this. I should have really thought about this. I really didn't. Beacon 27. Producing 48. So, it still kind of makes sense. This can go right there. This could make crystal oscillators at 1.5. Got that one done. Right. Now I need the casting, the oscillators, and the computers. So I need these 3 outputs to go into another manufacturer. Here, let's see if we can get any one of these to line up. Okay, I can make this better. Not what I wanted to do. So stupid. Okay. Come on. I could fix that, though. Let's do that. This is correct. Yeah. Damn. Okay, sure. Why not? It'd probably be better if, yeah. There you go. That's one in. And radio control units at... Let's see. Wait, now pipe this into storage and we're laughing. That took way too long. And I'm still not convinced I've done it correctly. Okay, we'll do it there. Guarantee you these are not popping out fast. No. Now we need power. Still not convinced I have this hooked up right. First things first, let's get a little sampy sample. We'll go here first. I think I go from here. Used to be able to touch the ends. Mhm. Everything is powered there. These are not, but that's because powered, 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 powered. Okay, I just need to run a line. Gucci. Just give this a minute. Oh, I never hooked up the aluminum. I'm such an idiot. That's on a Mark II belt. How much did I need? 72. I'll put a splitter here. I think I just added 90 or something to it, but I can't be sure. I know that I'll need a... Oops. This probably not. I'm not convinced I just did that right. Make sure you do it right. This is definitely... Well, I might get this to work. Oh, yeah. This needs to be any, and this needs to be overflow. Okay, let's stand off for a second and watch our machines go to work here. I'm not convinced I hooked my iron up. I must have. Idle. Never connected the output. It's an idiot. I knew I would forget something, right? I just need a normal belt. Fixed it. I fixed it. It's working. No more empty belts. That's a lie. I have another empty belt. What are you making? Aterium ingots, right? Yep. So I have this set to basically saturate this machine, which it's on its way to doing. And once that belt fills up, it'll start feeding this one. What I should have done here is exactly what I had done. I don't care. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It will be fine. I need this at 125. I'll put it back on 125 in a second. I just want this to saturate faster. I should have just did a 50-50 split here. This doesn't need to be a smart splitter. Doesn't help that I fucked it up. It wasn't even going to work once it's saturated. Finally, something's happening. Comes, and then the copper wire starts. There's so much copper wire. So I went with a normal splitter here, I think, yeah. Well, it's a 50-50 split. That bothers me that doesn't line up properly. They couldn't have made the foundry just a tiny bit wider. It seems to be winding up. Why are you not doing anything? Because I did not configure you correctly, did I? I think I was configuring these all backwards. There we go. That's capped. This will finally start getting some plastic and we'll be able to start making those. The crickets up here are annoying as hell. Holy crap. This is probably the ugliest factory I've ever made. We done? Are we done with the bullshit? First component. That should not be stopping. I may be overproducing slightly. Is that what's happening? Because this is making 60, and this should be making 30. Oh, you know what? I don't think this needs 90. Oh, it does. I think the kinks will come out of this in a second. That should be pretty much steady. Everything is saturated. There's the first computer. She's probably not the first computer. The 100th. We still don't have cables because I think I fucked this up again. No, the overflow goes to the center, left is any, and this isn't quite saturated. I'm not so sure it will saturate. One. This belt is not connected? Is that what you're telling me? I feel like it isn't. If stuff appears on it right away, then I'll know. So you need 8. Oh, it's got a long way to go. This only needs 14. Oh, you know what I can do? Bosh that in there. I can't remember where I was making this stuff. There's no point. Let's go throw all of this crap. Oh, let's see. Go check our progress in a second. They're so fast, I can't even tell what they are. Track it at the right speed. It looks like it's moving slower, right? It's gonna give people motion sickness. Many have I made. What? This is glacial. Okay, I'm not staring at that anymore. How do I make those things? I'm done watching this. This is the ugliest piece of work I've ever done. So glad I put that there. This should whip me around the corner and then be able to jump on to the next leg, right? Hey. Dun, 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 dun. This will give me a chance to see if my power plants are still pumping. Chugging away. Ooh. Go. Oh, did I get another hard drive? I got something to research, right? Iron. Ooh, diluted fuel. Quick cable is deuterium and rubber. What, my puppy? I'll just need a second. You can stare at this beautiful artwork. That on so I don't have to listen to loses the mind. Basic iron ingot. Why would I want that? Oh, it makes sense though. There is a caterium wire recipe that I think that I already have. This would be good because it would eliminate copper from some recipes. But this diluted fuel one is a big deal. Because I can take one heavy oil and a bunch of water and turn it into twice as much fuel, whereas normally it would take 60 to make 20. So it's a 3-to-1 ratio, and here by adding the water, we're turning it into a 1-to-2. At least I think that's how it works. Do I have fuel processing here anywhere? No. Yeah, so this one is 40 per minute at 6-to-4. And the alternative recipe is diluted, which would turn 1-to-2. I think. And I have to think about packaging fuel and stuff too. What is this doing? Fabric, yeah, I suppose. This doesn't have anything in it. Oh, mains. Turn this to Hogger. Guess the next is Spitter. Sense. Only just now conducting the protein. The Spitter. After that, it's Hatcher. Once that's done, Stinger. Then as soon as that stops, I grab all of that and turn it into DNA. Alright, so I don't have any of those stockpiled. I'll just let that do its thing. Alien tech. I'm not making those yet. That's some atomic shit. It is one of the things in probably tier 8. I'm not sure I want to sacrifice that many more Mercer spheres for that. We got Caterium here. I could do that. Pipes and quick connectors. Pipes. Wait.
Power pole Mark III unlocked. It has significantly more power connections compared to the previous models.
Field beams, AI limiters, and Caterium.
Homing rifle ammo unlocked. This ammo can be loaded into a normal rifle and, when fired, will seek a target. Clarification. This does not make the rifle a homing rifle. If you leave the rifle alone, even when loaded with this ammo, it will not return home like a devoted and adorable puppy and/or kitten.
You think you're funny, don't you?
Power switch unlocked. Fixit is proud to announce that the power switch facilitates power grid management through the
I have all
application
of
of the
that.
very latest advances in
Maybe
on-off switch
frames.
technology. Fixit. It's fun to have power. Priority power switch unlocked. This assists with power grid management by automatically powering down specified connections when a grid failure is imminent. Use it to prioritize power for the most important infrastructure.
Ethereum is complete.
Programmable splitter unlocked. This upgrade to the smart
Yes.
splitter provides additional options to improve conveyor belt logistics.
50 mycelia to finish that. And I'm not making supercomputers yet, but it's just a matter of time, I guess. Do that one. Oscillators and frames. I do not have crystal oscillators. How am I not making those? How many do I need? 10, 15. Make 15 of them. Crystal, but I'm not producing. But I am. Why am I not storing it? I am. Oh, I am. Organization. Crap. I'll just take some. I know. Wait a minute. I need 15 of these. I'm not bothering with it. The game's fiddly sometimes. Just make 16 and we should be able to do 2 of the research. I need another 50 frames. I need more novelists. I need to make iron rebar. $150. I think I put the extra materials for the novelisks in the little chest that's behind me there, so I'll load that back up. No problem. Do something. Oops, I need module.
Explorer unlocked. This personnel transport vehicle facilitates rapid traversal of difficult terrain and climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction.
What's complete?
Pulse Nobelisk unlocked. This ammunition for the Nobelisk detonator generates a powerful shockwave capable of repelling nearby objects, including the user. Unrelated. Please ensure all your Fix-It liability waivers are up to date.
I'm doing this. I need sulfur, frames, and
Shatter
rotors.
rebar unlocked. These quartz-infused rebars fracture when fired, launching deadly debris in a wide spread. Fix-It does not condone the use of such violent methods, so make sure there are no witnesses.
Unlock is it cool stuff.
Research completed. Experimental power generation research
Fucking
options are
kidding.
now available. These may enhance performance of other fuel sources.
It's compacted coal is looking good, but I need to sacrifice hard drives for it. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't have the uranium. And I don't have the turbo fuel, so what does that leave? Alien attack. Some atomic thing that I can't use yet, and a bunch of Mercer spheres. And I need about 150 mycelia, and I can probably finish this off. Get mycelia. Do I have fuel? Indeed I do. When I find massive amounts of mycelia. Probably down where that salmon quartz is underground. Pop these down, right? These are mycelia. Oh, that's wood. Why is that not mycelia? Leaves. That's not rock and roll. So lucky bird. How am I gonna get more mycelia? There is a biome that's full of it. I just can't remember where it is right now. I'll just keep killing these. Clark Griswold. Vacation. Yeah, it's 66. I want about twice that. Open up, boys. Right there. That should get me to 100. We're just gonna keep going. Oh, there's so many over here. This is great. I don't know what I need fabric for. I think I was making the masks, like the filters. So many cats. One of the weirdest things they did was make the monsters respawn, but it makes sense now because to do the research, you needed so much of the material, and if the monsters never respawned, every piece of meat is precious. I suppose it gave you a trade-off. Huh. Excuse me. And load up my biomass converter too. Huge. Where the hell did I... I have no idea where I put why those crates are there. Oh, I got directly in the shadow of the run away. I need to redo all of this. I think I may do that next time, but I just need to be sure that I have as much research as I can get done. Why is smokeless powder in there first? That's so stupid. Lots of knobs, you know? You know? This just makes so much stuff. So that's fixed. This would be that. So over here, whoops, let's do the research first. Mycelia. I'll need biomass. I'm just gonna keep grabbing a bunch. How much of this do I need? 200, maybe? Huh, excuse me.
Gas Nobelisk unlocked. Chase away creatures with a damaging cloud of gas. Note: also harms unwary
Bacon,
pioneers.
let's see.
Not for recreational use.
No alien protein, really? Be able to finish both of these. Huh. Spelly is
Therapeutic
complete.
inhaler recipe unlocked. It smells like fried breakfast induced cardiac arrest, but surprisingly, it restores you to full health. vitamin inhaler recipe unlocked. Not
Okay,
only
well,
does it restore
bulk
your
of the
health,
research
it
done.
also acts as a preventative supplement against scurvy and other shortage-induced conditions. Unfortunately, it does not improve aesthetics, but Pioneer helmets are built to withstand extreme circumstances.
I think I need... Oh, I'm not doing that. I'll get rid of these, though. Hmm. Fun. All right, I need... actions. Inhale something I shouldn't have. Oh. I need to clean all of that up. What do you suppose that is? Oh, you know what that... nope. I have no idea what that is. I got some bombs. What's the next thing I need to make? I have the radio controlled units. Oh, baby. Aeronautical. Oh, is this drones? I think this is drones.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fixit had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no Pioneer would ever misuse Fixit property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
So this allows me to make the second component. This is the third component. And then that's the fourth nuclear pasta. Power usage 500 to 1500 megawatts, 1000 average. Nuclear pasta extremely dense. Degenerate matter formed when extreme pressure forces protons. Particle accelerator. Alright, so we're going to have to go through the entire process. Ooh, the Mark III miner. I feel like I need that. Alright, so I'm going to need a supercomputer factory if I want to unlock uranium. And then we're going to have fun messing around with that. Hey, say wordy. I think you mashed your keyboard there. How you doing tonight? I need to make those too. I think they're easy, but I think they're supercomputers and something else. I can't even make them yet. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, make a. Yeah, I'm not making supercomputers, so. But I'm making those, so I need a supercomputer factory. That's going to be expensive. So I guess what I can do with the time I got left is sort out what that's going to look like. But in the meantime, I'm going to... Oh, wait, I need to... I can choose the milestone. There. So now I need to make supercomputers. But I'm going to go over and fix those crates first, and then we'll scout for a location to make it. Maybe I can fix some of the mistakes I made with the other one. The other thing I can do is if I can get interim components, I'll just up the inputs to make extra. So just watch what I do when I go to plan this, and you'll. I think you might start to understand the ridiculousness that I'm thinking. Yep. So I don't know why I've created all these dismantle crates. The real issue here, though, is I think once I get there, I'm not sure why. Oh, let's see what I did. Yep. Those boots are kind of cool. How you doing, girlfriend? The hover pack is definitely one of the best things. Coming up on it. I don't know what I did to leave that stuff behind. It's got to be along this bridge, right? Is it where I was upgrading the belts and I didn't have any room left? I think it might be. I mean, I'm right on it. Oh, there they are. Oh, I see. I'll be able to sync all of that once I get back. Should be one. These were more obvious than I thought they would be. So apparently Mickey 17 is now on Netflix. I have to make time to watch that. It won't be tonight. Because when I'm done here, it'll be close to 11. So I'm probably just going to throw on some Entourage. It's my reminiscent? Nostalgia? That's not the word I'm looking for. Dismantle crates there, going up. In front of me? Where is it? One more right here. Somewhere. Oh, is it? Is it inside this thing? It be. Pretty sure I'm bringing the coal from over there. Hey, no more dismantle crates, mystery solved. Where's my sink? Oh, I had fuel? Now that I've cleaned that up, let's figure out what's next. What we need. Let's do that. Oops. Save. Then we go to interrupt. Stay put. Must have clicked the wrong thing. Anyway. So this is where I'm at. And this is what I'm doing. I did clean out most of that area. And I think I'm in the process of cleaning this out. And then I'm probably going to go to this grass area and clear that out. Like off of this base. Because that's easy. And then this area. A lot of water. What I'm looking for is more steam. Let's go to planner. Open up the interactive map. So from here, outputs. I want super computer. Stupid. Are you stupid? Okay. Copper, I'm not worried about. Caterium, not bad. And that's just to make one? $538 oil. 140 copper, 118 caterium, bunch of water. Is that it? Oh, that's amazing. I don't think I want to use that much oil. I'm really not feeling like I want to make that much oil. It's easy. Do we have... I need polymer plastic. Do I have an alternate plastic recipe? I need a lot of plastic. This is a good time to... I think I put a MAM here somewhere. Put a MAM down. Go to the hard drive library and say plastic. I do not have an alternate polymer. No, don't have that either. I just need to go get more hard drives, I think, because this recipe, that is not fun at all. So that's going to make connectors and computers and AI limiters, which I'm already producing. Circuit boards, caterium wire. Wow, this might actually be all right. I need basically an entire oil well. I don't know why that didn't work. All right, what are we doing here? I have that a little bit overclocked. I have that maxed. I have that a little bit overclocked. I have that a little bit overclocked. I don't think I have the extractor recipe. I have an oil extractor, but I don't have the resource well. And I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to get that from. All right, so I have that oil basically done. But I can get 600 out of an oil well there. What else do I need? We might be going back up into this area. I need crude oil. I need water. Got tons of it. Caterium and copper. And I think that's it. Yeah. Do we have caterium and I have copper? Squinting. Caterium is off a ways. Have I already tapped caterium though? What am I doing with all of that coal? Nothing. I've got these connected. I'm not even doing anything with them. Jeez. That is... You are not a smart boy. I have caterium. Okay, perfect. Good with that. Making caterium things. But I could take it over this mountain and bring it over there because I want to do, I guess I want to do the oil production. That's just not going to be enough. I need to get the caterium all the way over there. How have I not found caterium here? Well, there's some there. No oil. Oil. No caterium. Places. Rose. A lot of fun stuff going on over here. I can't wait to build something there. All kinds of iron in the desert. Holy schmoly. I should be building stuff over here. Holy crap. Og sucks. I have 2, so I could double the production. I think I'm just going to make 1 per minute and stick a sloop in it. I really should be using more sloops. That. Well, I need to get the caterium here. So I can just bring it over the mountain, I guess. How much caterium do I need? 120. So I got a double production from that node and then split it and then I'll just take it over the mountain. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I've got a vacuum tube. What's the fastest way to get here? Is the crow flies. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to leave this like this. And I guess it doesn't let me draw on this because that'd be cool. That's the 2-hour mark. Boom! I'm good for now. I don't think I have enough summer sloops to double the production on this. Let's just check and see what our power's at right now. $13,000. We are comfortable. This is basically going to come down to oscillator production. And apparently aluminum casings. Why is my aluminum scrap so slow? Oh, is water the problem? Why is my water stopped? Oops. Yeah. How did I fuck this up? This is producing 200 and... I have no idea what this is producing. 999 nuclear uranium waste. I'm not sure what I can do with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to make things better. I am wasting a lot of filters with this, though. So, can you sink uranium? Okay, so that's not working. Let's put a pump. think this might be too high. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna refactor this. Okay. First things first. To get an extra 10 feet or whatever, I think it's a couple of these blocks like that. Okay. Is this water contaminated? Is that what it's trying to get at? This just ain't working. Why? That there. So this was working, and then it stopped. You figure that. Can I get another one in this area? Or is this one of those scenarios where that was the best that I was going to get? Freaky friggin' thing. Okay, 175, 210 per minute. Oh god, why have I done this? As soon as that pipe fills, that should start pumping. As soon as that pipe fills, that should start pumping, and then we're back in business. And then I can get rid of this. Try and figure out for the life of me why uranium... Yeah, see, this doesn't have the uranium contamination thing. So this is an ugly situation that I've created there, but I don't care. At least that looks believable again. So the water should be flowing. The real question is, can I sink uranium? Nailed it. No refunds or exchanges. Yeah, no kidding. So... this is back in business. That's producing 36. This needs 108. And I'm definitely getting that from here. So apparently you can't pull water from an irradiated source. I was today years old when I figured that out. I had a pump right here, and there's some uranium down here, and it started to register that it was like 0 of 99 uranium something or other, and I just moved my pump over here where there isn't any uranium. It's actually a nicer water source. I could probably put more pumps there. But I'm now getting everything that I need, so this is back up and running. So I spent another 20 minutes online that I hadn't planned on. I think at the next run, I'm probably going to go and get more hard drives, spheres, and sloops. And then I'm going to make a supercomputer output that uses 600 oil. But I'm going to stick a sloop in it so that I can double my production. But I will check you next time.